Hello everyone and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society, the Emperor's Challenge. Status Collector, Friendly Champion. We are doing decently, but Rivalo may get these 3 points of Friendly Champion before we can manage to get to them. We'll see. Let's choose our next expedition. Mali Mystery is always an obvious one for a friendly group. We do not have an athlete at the moment though, which is really useful in Mali. We do have a Beguiler, but we do not have a Rogue either, so... Also, it's gold focused, and we are focused on status. Status would be Hungaria. Or, wow, I do that every time, don't I? Would be Hungary. Hungary is okay for us. We do have a Quick Thinker. We do have a Diplomat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of the enemies in Hungary are devious, which is very good for a friendly crew. However, a decent amount of them are aggressive as well, which is a little bit more poor. Now, if Hojo gets his second level up, he's not very close to it right now. Third level up, I should... Well, it's his second level up, but his third level. We can take Suspicion, which makes fights against aggressive enemies not nearly as bad as it would be otherwise. We will see. We will see when we get there. Let's go ahead and go. Okay, Rivalo did not get the Friendly Champion bonus yet. He may still get it before we can, unless the first node is a fight. But we can hope. We can hope for that. Let's go. No fight instantly available. We're gonna hope we get to one before he gets that last point. Yeah. Quick Thinker and Beguiler are good here. There's a chance we might get a Tactician one, but hopefully not. Through the dense swamp gas, you see a strange silhouette. In the distance, you hear a muffled scream. This is our chance at the Carved Ace, a very good treasure this early in the game. This part of the swamp is a ravaged wilderness. One crew member must find a way through. A Quick Thinker would be able to escape in thick swamp mud. Pedrinho argues that the scream must provoke based on something frightening, and a Tactician might be convenient. We will send Hojo because he is our Quick Thinker. And he also gets 10 speech on this expedition, which is pretty good. Yeah. Suddenly, you see where the strange silhouette came from. A grime monster. The cultists always make fun of me. Have you come here to bully me too? Unfortunately, this can randomly be either a Tactician challenge or a Quick Thinker challenge. You never know which one. If it was Quick Thinker, we would be in very good shape, but because it is Tactician, we have a pretty decent chance to fail this, which is really unfortunate because I love the Carved Ace. It gives you a free tool, and this early in the game, that's rare. Hey, there we go, we got it anyway, nice. Not going to complain about that one bit. And there is our Carved Ace, and we will, as always, even though one of the stats from campaign is very good, I would rather have the tool. Okay, let's continue. Again, we're looking for an encounter before Rivalo can grab Friendly Champion there. Still none. Hildegard can try an archaeological study, sure. Give it a shot. Succeeds, very nice. Just some campaign and some study. Alright. Still no fight. And still no fight. Diplomatic approach might yield something from this traveling merchant. And he's happy to do business. We get a little bit of campaign. Pedrinho sneaks up to Hojo with a freshly brewed cup of coffee. He offers the cup to Hojo, who accepts it with a certain degree of suspicion. Regular coffee. What does Hojo think about this coffee? Is it better than the coffee Pedrinho has been making up till now? We can start a rivalry here, if we would like, by telling Pedrinho that the coffee is much better. But we're not going to do that. We're going to say, yes, these beans aren't as good as the other ones. The right answer, these are inferior beans from somewhere other than Brazil. Of course they taste worst. They weren't grown in the soil blessed by God. Very good. And we get... Likes Pedrinho, is the life and soul of the party, 10% speech power, which is really good for Hojo, obviously. And Pedrinho likes Hojo now, and he gets 5 armor and 5 grit. Alright, we'll continue. You see something sticking out of the ground. At the same time, the air fills with a foul smell. Find out where the strange odor comes from and gain research. I would love to get the Alchemist Flask here. That would be great. We did not. Very unfortunate. Hildegard finds an old smelly sock that must have been from one of the cultists. Hojo mocks Hildegard and says the sock is definitely an addition to the treasure collection. It would be really funny if that actually was a treasure. I think that would be worthwhile. Abby Games, consider that. Make the sock a treasure. Alright, Rivo finally did get friendly champion. We just didn't find a fight in time. So he is going to get those 3 points, and we are only going to get 1 once we get this, which is really unfortunate, but it's the way it goes. A little bit of gold, alright, and there is finally a fight. Just a little bit too late. Alright, we got Hojo's character quest. Great, that is awesome. I will hold on to this campfire story. It's very, very good. Give a survivalist perk of your choice and gain 3 supplies is great. Gain +1 encounter for each level of tactician, beguiler, or quick thinker in your crew is also very, very nice. This one not so much. Maybe we'll hold on to both of these. Yeah, I think so. And let's play Raising the Bar. Instead of spending time with the crew, Hojo is categorizing your finds all alone. He mumbles something about increased efficiency. Hildegard thinks something is up and asks Hojo if there's a problem. Oh dear, so who is Hojo going to get mad at? Now, traditionally, there has been times before where I have had Hojo and Hildegard on the same team. And when I do so, I typically have Hojo get mad at Hildegard because Hojo is already upset that Hildegard is a child and doesn't like being led by her. And it just makes sense. Also, Hojo already likes Padrino, so it doesn't make much sense for him to now be upset at him. What does Hojo think of Hildegard? Does he think that Hildegard is slow of mind? Does he think that she is just messing around? Or does he think that she is uninformed? Now, the last time I had this exact interaction, I rationalized that Hildegard is very, very smart. We know that. She has the perk languages to start out with. And is a naturalist. She's a scientist. She's clearly very intelligent. And because she's a scientist, she's not necessarily uninformed either. So I had him just to select that Hildegard, he's concerned that Hildegard is just messing around. In this case, we should do something different just to mix it up. So let's say that he thinks she's uninformed. Hojo is disappointed. Hildegard doesn't seem to have a clue about the world around him. He needs a naturalist to bring more expeditions to a success, but Hojo's not a bad guy and offers to help. That's interesting. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let's continue here. A frustrated group of cultists. I told you the singing cathedral was the other way. Wait, we've got company. I bet they want to get at it too. Of course we do. And we're going to fight these guys. Okay. Ooh, interesting. I would like to get rid of these guys as soon as possible. They're pretty dangerous, and there's not a very good AoE here. So perhaps we do come over this direction. Decent damage, not amazing. How is Hojo's damage on these guys? Pretty good. Maybe if we impress both of them first, and then bring in Padrino, we can indeed get them in this first turn. We do have the double impress, which should, theoretically, make party time much better than normal. Although, Hojo did a lot more damage there. 43 speech power versus 36. Still might be enough. Not quite. Very, very close. A little bit of a higher roll there might have done it, but that's alright. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. And these guys are now going to come out. We should be able to take care of them pretty easily. But first, let's finish this guy off. Okay. We'll leave one cultist behind. That might be a little bit more terrible of us if we were, killing them and just leaving one guy alive to spend a turn contemplating his fate. But instead, we're converting them to our cause. This is just the last unenlightened soul on our path to victory, right? Well, the last unenlightened soul on our path to victory for this particular encounter. Okay. Fairly straightforward. Did not get emotion spreader. We weren't going to. And we really do need to get a move on getting these friendly champions before Rivalo does. Alright, we learned about the sinking cathedral. And we'll keep moving. Some supplies would be nice, but we don't have much of a chance to get a nature challenge. Although we do have a naturalist, technically. And we have a decent survivalist, technically. A scout could get some supplies here, and Petrino is actually very, very good at that. Just being a scout is enough. Nice, that is good, because we were running low on supplies. So, that helps. Small horror story, alright. And we should be taking the opportunity to take fights, but if we do that, we are going to take some debuffs from running low on supplies. I think I'm going to do it anyway, though. I'm going to risk it. Oh, Ooh, that is an epic encounter. Okay. We'll have to consider whether or not we want to do that. That encounter can curse you. We'll have to see how we feel about that. Alright, let's just go take out these guys back here first. Let party time rank up for at least one turn. And we'll go from there. Alright. While we have the moment, let's go ahead and talk shop for a little bit. I have been very much enjoying playing both Renowned Explorers and Darkest Dungeon. That is not going to change, as far as I'm aware, at least. However, we'll have a new game coming out on the channel this week. It is a brand new game that's coming out. I have entered the early access for it. It is a game called Fortnite. Basically, the way I understand it, it's sort of being described as... It's a zombie survival game mixed with Minecraft, essentially. Or there's probably a better comparison, but that's the best one I have for you. You run around collecting supplies to build your fortress better and better, and fight off waves of zombies with friends. Now, I do not currently know anybody who is also playing the game. That's okay. You apparently can play it solo. There is a draft aspect of it, where you can join other randoms to fight off hordes, so that should not be a problem. But I am looking forward to trying the game out. If any of you were looking forward to playing it, that will be available for you to take a look at it in the pre-early access, which is 4 days before other people get access to it. The game is officially coming out next year, actually. For free. It will be free to play. You had to pay a little bit more right now to get in early, and I went ahead and did so. I figured not only would you guys probably like to see it on the channel, but I'm interested enough to warrant the extra money. So yeah, if you were looking forward to hearing more about Fortnite, or if you've never heard about it, go ahead and take a look at it, or just wait till my video comes up, and I will do my best to explain to you everything about the game that I can. The first video for that should come out on Friday. We will see exactly how that works, because I do have work on Friday, obviously. We're going to get some more supplies here, which is great. So chances are, unless it releases at midnight the day before, which I doubt it, that's not typical. If it does, I will record a couple episodes that night before I go to bed, and just not get much sleep, and that'll be okay for one night. I'll catch up on Saturday. And then upload those videos throughout the day while I'm at work on Friday, so you guys can get early knowledge of the game. If it comes out sometime during the day, if it comes out sometime during the day on Friday, then I will have to wait till I get home. I will get home, immediately play some of it, and immediately upload a video or two, so you guys can see it as soon as possible if you're waiting. So anyway, in case you were wondering what the channel's up to, that is my plan for at least the next week, and then we'll see after that. Alright, Hildegard is going to try to use diplomacy on this dude. Hildegard convinces the man. Okay, but don't tell anyone this secret. Ursabet Bathory was a horrible, crazy lady who killed hundreds of women. Don't touch anything. And of course, we're going to touch everything. Who wants to take the painting? Let's have Hildegard take the painting. Sure. 1 to 2 stats from campaign is very good, but +5 stats from encounter is also very nice. We're going to get more benefit from the 1 to 2 stats from campaign, so we'll take that. You don't know what, but Hildegard has changed. A sadistic smile decorates Hildegard's face. You better be careful from now on, Hojo. You say the wrong thing to her, and she might do something to you. And Hildegard is cursed. She loses, I think, 5 speech defense or something like that. 10 speech defense. Okay. And let's see here. What do we want? Cheer will add a buff that gives 20 armor and speech, or Cheer will also heal Hildegard. And I do like that one. That's very, very nice. Okay. Also, Hildegard is gaining 5% speech power and 5 speech defense because she does not like Hojo, which is interesting. You come across a comfortable hut. The crew could use some rest. On the porch, there is a skeptical-looking woman. I'd normally be hospitable, but there are a lot of crazy admirers of Ilserbrit Bathory around, so I trust no one. Don't worry. We do not have an artifact, in fact, of that lady on our persons. We've never heard of her. Have no clue. No idea what you're talking about. Nope. Not an admirer. We're just carrying around her picture. So that we can recognize her if if we come across her and know to avoid her, right? That's why we have her picture. Yeah. It was important. Let's go get some more supplies. Very nice. Up to 3 again. We can go explore a little bit more now. The growling of wolves is becoming ever more present, but Hojo is a quick thinker and can avert the danger, and escapes the wolves with a clever distraction. And we'll do one more and then probably finish up. Oh, it's that little demon friend. Hello. If you make me laugh within 2 seconds, I'll give you something special. Hojo can do that. And because Hojo already doesn't like Hildegard, here you go. Again, Hojo, be careful. She's sadistic now. You want to be careful. Antagonizing her. But we do get the medieval devil, and we will take, probably the 2 secrets is better, right? Is that true? Yes, it is. Okay, 2 secrets is better. Alright, and we will go to the end. We didn't even take any debuffs because we got quite a few supplies thanks to Bedrino there. Very nice. And here are the cultists and their leader, the alchemist. Alright. Mr. and Mrs. Devious, we are not going to attempt. Inconvincible would be fine if we can get it, but chances are, because none of us have very high speech defense, Hildegard being our highest, actually, but chances are we're not going to be able to, but we'll give it a try. We'll see if we can have someone take that little damage. You never know. We should check and see what the cultist is vulnerable to, because I don't remember. But we are going to be very, very good at this fight. We might actually be able to do it with 57 speech defense on Hildegard now. Vulnerable to... immune to impressed. Alright, well, that's that. So, we will not be getting any damage on the alchemist with Hildegard or Hojo, with the exception of Hojo's special attack. So we might as well bring Pedrino over here, and I would normally just attack the alchemist, but that would make him excited, or her excited, I should say. I know it is a her. And I don't really want to make her excited quite yet. She will try to stun probably Pedrino and Hildegard. That's okay. That's actually ideal. Oh, she only went for Pedrino. That's even better. Alright. I was going to say that's ideal because Hojo is the one character that has a non-impressive attack that is also not an excited attack. Confident, in other words. That's the only other option, right? So that does decent damage to the cultist, or to the alchemist, and does not buff it to the point that they will be doing more damage to us, which is nice. And we'll just leave Hildegard over here for now. I guess, you know what, I guess Hildegard could try for a Devious attack. There's no reason not to. There you go, a little bit of damage, why not? Might be able to finish the Alchemist off next turn if we can get some hits in Devious. Or Aggressive, either one. Although I'm reluctant to go aggressive because it will change us over to an aggressive stance, and I do want to make sure we get the friendly champion, if we can. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try for... let's see. Hojo cannot do much unless he makes a physical attack, which I really don't want to do. Let's just try for one more Devious attack, and then we'll see if Pedrino can finish off the Alchemist here. He might be able to. I should probably go ahead and buff him first, though. That'll make it easier. Ooh, very close. Not quite. Unless Party Time has leveled up enough that does more. No, it does not. Alright. So, we'll just see if we roll high. If not, we'll do it next turn. Okay, we rolled high. There you go. That was pretty straightforward. With a huge amount of flattery, you win over the cultist hearts. The alchemist blushes. Friends of the cult are always welcome in our cozy ruins. Please look around and take whatever you need to show to the world. Awfully nice of them. Do we believe in the occult? Well, we want campaign, so sure. Plus, Hildegard is a magician. Maybe she believes there is a little bit of magic in that, right? A little bit of true magic, not just for show. You never know. And we got the Philosopher's Stone, which has 3 insight on it. Very, very nice. 1 to 3 status from campaign is pretty good. Or your current highest level Quick Thinker gains 4 campaign on Quick Thinker spins is pretty decent as well. But given that we have 31 campaign tokens, this is a lot of campaign. You know, an average of like 60 just on this mission alone. Not to mention what we'll get in the future expeditions. So might as well take that. And let's see what our overall results were. Lots of treasures there. 1 insight, 2 insight, that's 3, 4, 7 insight from this mission alone. Plus 1 from research antiquity. So 8 insight gained on this mission. Pretty good. Yeah, 4 encounter as well from each level of Beguiler. Look at all that status. This may be an opportune time to get one of the very expensive entourages. The ones that cost 1,000. And we do want to unlock New Orleans. It has our specialty books in it. We do want those. Alright, let's level up Hojo first. Do we want Suspicion or do we want Peaceful Resolve? Peaceful Resolve is very, very good, because we are going to be friendly. However, Suspicion is remarkably strong. And I do want that. Okay, let's unlock some papers. Definitely want writing history, that's great. Definitely want our supplies, we've been waiting for those. And what are we going to unlock next? Probably psychology. There's no reason not to go psychology. So we'll go ahead and unlock that. Extra campaign whenever we enter a witch challenge is great. And we are very close to affording the next one, which is to choose an emotion that will have a stronger effect. We'll see what we want when that time comes. Did get some points for status collector, very good, and probably have made a decent path on our way to the next one, indeed. Alright, let's check out our entourages. We do have enough status that we could buy one of the 1,000 cost ones. Would we rather have doubles campaign and secret tokens, or alternatively gain 1 secret whenever you resolve an encounter with an attitude of choice? I don't know. I actually don't really love either of them, sadly. However, we are going to unlock the Beijing shops. They're down here. So we will get the jobs that allow us to get secrets for spending insight. And if we are going to do that, then having the one that doubles the amount of original tokens you get will be very, very strong. Doubles original campaign and secret tokens gained from insight is very, very good in that case. So let's go ahead and grab that. That will also help us out right now because we're going to have to spend 6 insight, so might as well. Now, what else would we like to grab? We mentioned very early on that we definitely want to get the grappling hook for Hojo, so let's just grab that before we forget. And let's check out our options for entourages here. There is one I would very much like to grab, and I believe it was... No, it was not Diplomatic Negotiations. What was it? Was it Beguiler Astonishing? No, we have that... Oh, we don't have Beguiler Astonishing. Ah, but he can learn Beguiler Astonishing. That's okay, we could take Cooking instead. Of those, that is probably the one to go for. And gives 1-2 gold from campaign, which is very strong. But we don't have 400, so let's go ahead and spend some insight. And let's see who's the best here. 102 to 180 is pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be it. Hojo's a close second, but Hildegard is the way to go. Gives us some research as well, so we should be able to get our next paper right now. And would rather have the art of bartering or the emotion studies. Let's go ahead and grab... art of bartering is so good, but it's so expensive as well because you have to buy the barterers, and they take a lot of status. Let's go ahead and get the emotion studies. Impressed opponents get minus 25% attack is decent. Excited gets minus 25 speech defense is very good. It's between impressed or excited. Normally impressed would be a shoo-in because we have 2 people who have impressed. How often are we going to fight people who are attacking us? Decently, probably. On the other hand, having minus 25 speech defense on all 3 of our characters would be very, very nice. Especially for party time. So yeah, I think I will grab that. Excited opponents get minus 25 speech defense. Basically makes it a better impress. Alright, let's spend some more insight. And I am aware I could buy some helpers. I'm not going to buy any helpers right now. I actually just want the campaign because I would like to buy some other entourages here. And I'll start with getting diplomatic negotiations. Right? No, not diplomatic negotiations. Oh, I got this wrong. It would be Beguiler Astonishing. That's not nearly as good for us. Let's try some of these other ones here. How about this one? 0 to 1 research from campaign for diplomatic languages. We do not. We already have diplomatic languages, so that's not helpful. We could gain survivalist cooking, but we just talked about getting survivalist cooking naturally. How about nimble? I already have nimble, so that's not useful either. Well then, that's really awkward. Alternatively, we could start something different. We could start teaching someone rogue perks. We could start teaching athlete perks, if we would like. We have 2 athlete perks available here, tough and stamina. Would not be bad. What are our other options from this shop that we skipped? Beguiler, sense of humor, or storytelling? We could get either one of those. He has both of the rows, so that doesn't help. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a Beguiler perk here. We will take... whichever one we don't take, we will go to the Anagogic Archipelago, rescue Bobo, and get the other one as well. So it doesn't really matter which one we take right now. But let's take storytelling for now. Alright, what else? There's an athlete perk here, which would be nice. Escape artist and reflexes. We have both of those, so that's not helpful. And survivalist, spotting, or camping. I mean, survivalist camping would be fine, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab survivalist camping. Okay, there we go. And what else here? We already gained everyone from this shop, so this shop is actually totally done. All right. Let's go ahead and spend a little bit more insight. We've got to spend it before we leave. It will just be wasted otherwise, so... we might actually get enough study just barely for another paper. Maybe not. Probably not. It could happen, though. Just depends on how high we roll. We did, in fact, barely get it. Alright, what do we want? The barter helpers, I suppose? And we should probably buy some of those. They will be very useful for our next campaign. Let us go a little bit further without having to worry about running out of supplies. And there they are. 1, 2, 3, and cannot quite afford the last one. Oh, we'll get him next time. That's alright. Already up to 13 supplies, which is very, very good. And I think we're pretty much done here. I could buy a specialty book already. We do have this shop open. I could also get to my customs if Hildegard doesn't have it, but she does. So yeah. Alright. I guess we're done there then. We could grab a book, like I was saying, for 75. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. Would make us a little bit stronger for next expedition. We probably should. It's probably being very, very greedy not to. Alright, we'll go ahead and do it. It's being very greedy not to do this. And last time I was greedy, it didn't work out well for me in the end. So there we go. All 3 of the first level books, they give you 5 siege power, which is better than we had, and they increase the power of your basic attack by 20%, which is pretty strong. Okay, there we go. We're ready. We will choose our next expedition next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This run is going well. But that's not unprecedented now, is it? I will see you next time in Renowned Explorers. Goodbye.